A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. We have a top 25 clash between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense working from the pistol. The give is to Smith. Looking for a crease. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Headed to the edge, it's Smith. Turning it on. Pass to 6. He's at the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they strike first.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here's Sellers to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sets his feet. It's Sellers. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sellers from the gun on third down. Finds a man all alone. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the... He is in! Touchdown, South Carolina! Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28.
Job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking outside, it's Smith. He's got the first down. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making the adjustment on the play. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll send the back in motion. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing, Sellers. Stepping to the right. Left side is Harbor. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
The Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air, it's Sellers. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverages out there.
Second and long here. Sellers. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And I think it's safe to say Lenore Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything, what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Browse at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Lenore Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Again, it's Sellers. Look out! Took care of it himself. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Here's Sellers to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Right side, it's Harbor. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An 84-yard drive there, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Smith takes the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keep it on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll go hurry up here.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Line getting set on second down. Got some green grass. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watkins. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The give is to Smith. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Out wide right, it's Watkins. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Finds us back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Right side, it's Tuggle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Keeps the play going. Unloads to the wideout. Leaves it short.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Sellers to the air again. Going to throw it deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the return, it's Watkins. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's third down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the #1 team in the country is losing, that's headline news.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sellers wide right, it's Hunt. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Tuggle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Here's some daylight. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Offense, quick tempo. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Just had to get rid of it.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Sellers. Intercepted for the 11th time. There he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Long way to go on second down. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Right side, it's Bennett. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Lets it go for the end zone. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Again, it's Sellers. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Taken down right away. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the lone running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well run him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Smith takes the handoff. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
In that 3rd down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see. Offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat him up front.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He's going to take off. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Yeah, they decide to go for a fourth down, and they get rewarded. He makes a quick decision, gets the first down. Nice job by this offense, and specifically the QB making a nice read.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Quick give. It's Smith. Brought down. Third and 9. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for a man, it's Hill. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside, it's Smith. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped on 4th down. Rushes on. Just had to let it go, and that is not what you're looking for on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And now a chance if they can put something together to maybe have a game-winning drive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, that's normally an easy throw and catch. It's just a slant route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense there.
Second and long here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Sellers through the noise. Rush right in his face. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going.
Blue 22. Go.
He's going to run it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Right side, it's Hawkins. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
From deep, it's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Moves the pocket. It's Sellers. He's taking a deep shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads.